So this is interesting. There's no coincidences, and I think anyone who isn't still trying to exist with their head in the sand or under a rock knows that there is a shift occurring, not just in your families, in your community, local communities, not just in the United States, but this is encompassing the entire earth. Now, anyone who's been in my life, whether that be in the physical or only through social media, knows that I have been a researcher of the Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey wrongful conviction cases that were first brought to my attention of being wrongful with the documentary Making a Murderer, and I have been researching these cases since 2018. Kathleen Zellner has represented Stephen Avery since that time. Now, a lot of people will talk smack about Kathleen Zellner, but I'm here to tell you, the woman is highly intelligent, and she's playing a chess game with a bunch of corrupt and evil individuals. I'm not saying they're all evil. I'm saying they're all corrupt. Because if you're knowingly allowing free men and women to sit in prison to save your state money, that says a lot about, like, what your values are, right? And once again, you're only as sick as your secrets. So the Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey cases originate in the state of Wisconsin. I live in the state of Florida. Kathleen Zellner's law firm is in Chicago, Illinois. Now, she was introduced to the case by a young man who had been wrongfully convicted in Missouri, and she helped get him out of prison. His father advocated like night and day for his release for 12 years. And Ryan Ferguson is the gentleman in Missouri who she helped free. Now, here's where it gets a little weird. So, I have known for years that Kathleen Zellner and her husband, Robert, have property not far from me. He grew up here. And I just find that kind of cool, because she's a cool woman, in my opinion. So, I was doing some research, and I found a gentleman by the name of Bob Zellner, who was born in Alabama and was a very well-known civil rights litigator and advocate in the 60s and 70s. And he went to the University of Wisconsin. Now, I haven't been able to link Bob Zellner with Kathleen Zellner's husband, but it's just very curious, and I think that there are a lot of people who are aligning together to expose a lot of evil. I've said for years that I think that there is a Rolodex type of list of people who will go under oath and lie for money. People like Michael O'Kelly and people like Dr. Barbara Knox. Now, Dr. Barbara Knox is an interesting character as well, because she graduated from the University of Wisconsin, was exposed for giving testimony that didn't match the facts and helping to take children who didn't need to be removed from their homes under the ruse of child abuse. She was exposed for that. She went to Alaska. They exposed her there. And then guess where Dr. Barbara Knox ended up? You can't make this shit up. She ended up working for the University of Florida out of Jacksonville until she was exposed for being a terrible employer and making false allegations to remove children who weren't being abused. Pretty interesting stuff, isn't it? I'll put up some receipts for anyone who's interested in learning more. You're only as sick as your secrets.